Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sonya French. I'm a wellness coach at the Summit and also a personal trainer. I work with the Journey to Wellness program, and today's presentation is on vision boards. Just want to say the goal is to have fun and be creative, and whatever you create is awesome. Okay? So supplies you're going to need. You're going to need some notebook paper, some pen, markers, a large poster board. It could be a really large poster board or maybe 8.5 by 14. Some scissors. They could be straight scissors or fun-shaped scissors. Magazines, a variety of magazines. Glue sticks and a quiet place to think. Preferably turn your cell phone off in an inspirational environment. The inspirational environment would be hopefully something that would be clutter-free, someplace that smells good, someplace that makes you feel inspired. As far as the magazines go, I would collect a variety of them ahead of time, ranging from all topics that generally you wouldn't necessarily be interested in. So for example, for our vision board classes, we have magazines on gardening, health, men's health, National Geographic, good housekeeping, architecture, cooking, medical journals, finance, sports magazines, Smithsonian, Family Circle, Guns and Ammo, Rifleman, children's magazines like cartoons, and travel. Okay, so here's an example of someone's vision board they did. Sometimes vision boards have a specific theme. They have themes in certain areas, so you can kind of play around with whatever inspires you. Here's a second example. This person ended up framing their vision board, and they ended up adding things like stickers, ribbons, special fun things. Sometimes people adorn them with family photos, buttons, medals. So you can come up with a vision board and then feel free to add more things as things go along, okay? Also, when you're looking at magazines, feel free to tear out as many as 40 to 60 images from magazines. So going back to the one before, each person tore out about 40 to 60 images because they liked a lettering, a font, the wording, something captured their interest. So it's kind of fast and furious. You grab a bunch of magazines, you like one letter, tear out a whole bunch, and from that pile, start your vision board, okay? So, next thing we want to do is make a list of every crazy idea you've ever wanted to do. And give yourself permission, any idea is a good idea, okay? So, we need to brainstorm about things that we want to do now and in the future. So ask yourself, what do I like to do? What do I like to do for fun? What are my passions? What are my interests? Are there things I want to volunteer at, places I want to go? Are there hobbies I want to create? Are there trips I want to plan for? And as we're thinking about these, the more specific the better. So for example, if someone says, I want to travel, do we want to travel, for example, to the Grand Canyon next year? So put a month and a date on it if you can, okay? Other things to look at is who supports you unconditionally. Now, if we can break this down, there might not be one person who supports you unconditionally with all of the things you want to do. You might have one friend, one relative, one partner who supports you on some goals, but not all of those goals. So I encourage you to bring those people in closer to you as far as which experience, which goal you want to create. Okay? So who supports you unconditionally? What you want to do is you want to bring in a person who supports you unconditionally with that specific topic. So does one person help you with finances? Do you need to have a buddy to help you with volunteering? Do you need an exercise buddy? Do you need to have somebody else who helps you with nutrition? So whoever supports you unconditionally doesn't have to be one person. Okay? Okay. The next thing you need to do is give yourself permission to create something awesome. Anything you create is a good idea, okay? It could be very minimalistic as far as your vision board. So for example, let's go back to the boards in the future. Some people will only have 4 areas on their board, and it'll be very specific. Okay? Some people will only have a few things on their board. Some people will have 40, 50 different images on their board. So whatever you create, whether it's minimalistic or it's overflowing with an abundance of buttons and ribbons and things you've written on and stickies and metals, or you framed it or haven't framed it, or did a really small board or a large board, anything you create is awesome. Okay? So we want to give yourself time to put on the finishing touches of your board and frame it, and whatever you do is awesome. Just go for it. Thanks for your time today.